Hey, my love. Happy Wednesday evening. I hope you're having a good time at home, that you're resting, that you're cozy. So the impetus for this video is that a couple of days ago, I did a big tarot poll just asking a bunch of questions about COVID-19. So what is it here to teach us? How can we make the best use of this time? And just different kind of questions about the virus and how we can use this as an opportunity for healing and for our own growth, because ultimately everything is just an opportunity for healing. So that video was very, very long and it just had a ton of information, and I feel like the best thing for me to do is to break it up into little chunks and to do a series. So I'm going to start this series, which is called something like Advice for the Tarot. You'll see Advice from the Tarot on COVID-19. You will know by the time you're watching this video what the series is called. But for this first video, I'm just gonna talk through the first card that came out. So we had the Eight of Cups in reverse here, and then I asked for a clarifier from a different deck, and we got the Queen of Wands in reverse. And this was in response to a question about what COVID-19 is here to teach us, or kind of what we need to know about the situation. And it's interesting because basically the guidance from these cards, and I have some notes in my notebook, so I'll be glancing maybe, but the guidance from these cards was really just to lean into your emotional maturity and recognize that you don't need to know everything. So what do you need to know from this virus that you don't need to know? It's something that really it's going to be outside of your comfort zone. It's outside mine, but just sitting with uncertainty, not making assumptions, really leaning into your wisdom. And the wisest thing that you can do is accept all that's out of your control and accept all that you don't know. And so a couple of the notes I wrote down here are, again, leaning into your emotional maturity, even when all you want to do is Google your head off and read all the news and listen to everything. Maybe not today. Maybe not this week. If you're checking the news every single day, maybe not today. Go back tomorrow. Go back in 2 days. Just take the weekend off. Whatever feels right to you, but see how you can detach yourself from the need to over-inform and from the need to really know everything. So in particular with this Queen of Wands reversed, the Queen of Wands is someone who has a very strong sense of purpose, self-determination, understanding, and this is just saying that you are not gonna know what the purpose is for this. There will be no sense of purpose here. It's not gonna have a rhyme or reason, and the more you spend kind of searching, right, the Eight of Cups historically is a card about going on a quest and searching for a deeper level of understanding, for a deeper level of mastery. And so given that we're getting this in the reverse, it's really, don't go seeking for information. It's trying to understand it is just going to make more work for you. It's just going to put your brain into this analysis paralysis. You're not going to be able to do your day-to-day, and maybe you're already finding that. I know some of you are already finding that you're so trapped watching the news and reading everything that you can't even do your day-to-day. You can't focus on anything but what's going on with the virus, and that's the exact opposite of where we're supposed to be right now. And so the affirmation that the card gave was, I don't know what's going on, and that's okay. So really just holding that close and saying to yourself in quiet moments, I don't know what's going on, because the fact of the matter is you don't. You read one thing and then you read the opposite thing the next day, and so all of the information is imperfect, it's incomplete, and that's okay. I can't say entirely that I'll always be healthy. That was another thing. A lot of people derive a sense of safety from knowing that they'll always be safe, but there is no always. We learned that if this virus has taught us anything, it's that there is no always. And so leaning into the sense of, I can't entirely say that I'll always be healthy, and that's hard, but really see if you can sit with that knowing that you can't say always. You can't say things like always and never, and And all you can do is be grateful for what you do know for sure, and everything that you know for sure is what you know about the present moment. So that was the next bit of advice that the card had, was everything I know for sure, I know about the present moment, and in the present moment I am safe. Just find whatever makes that true for you. In the present moment I am safe. And that's where your certainty should come from the present moment, not worrying about what's going on in the future or what could have happened in the past to cause this. It's really, where are you now? Are you in a safe place? Are you comfortable? If not, how can you get comfortable with the unknown? How can you get comfortable with the not knowing? Okay? And then we also had, I'm uncertain, but that's okay. So just really reiterating, this uncertainty is fine. This uncertainty is really all that we have. And so just get cozy in it, sit with it. Sit with it. Don't question it. Don't analyze it. Just sit with it. Hang out with it. Be its friend. And just remember that it's not a generative question to sit and ponder about why this is happening or what did we do to deserve this. I know a lot of people have been posting about why humanity brought this upon itself, and the card that I have is really just saying that's not a helpful question. It's not a healing question. The question is, okay, here we are now. What do we do about it? What do we do about it? What do we do in this new reality? How do we live in this moment? How do we live in this moment from this place? Even though a lot is out of our control, we are safe in this moment. That's the biggest thing that this card wants us to know, is that we are safe right where we are. We don't need to go anywhere looking for the answers or looking for the truth. We don't need to make assumptions to fill in our brain's little holes and gaps. Our brain hates to not know what's going on, and so sometimes our brains will fill in the gaps with assumptions, with information that it got from somewhere, and it's going to be imperfect, it's going to be incomplete. And ask yourself, where are you filling in the gaps with assumptions? What are you choosing to believe about the virus just because it's convenient for you to choose something to believe? And what if you chose to believe that you don't need to know? You don't need to know. It's not up to you. It's not up to you. It's not up to you to fix it. It's not up to you to explain it. It's not up to you to predict how long it will last. That was another thing. There's no need to be asking how long it will last. There's no need to be asking when things will go back to normal, because I'll tell you a secret. There is no such thing as normal, and things will never go back. So just sit with that. Sit with that, my love. And for these last couple of moments, I just want to offer a bit of a prayer for us, for everyone who's watching this. Just a prayer of gratitude, of receptivity, and a gentle reminder that we are all okay in this moment. That's all that we know, and that's all that we need to know. So just in general, may everyone who's watching this know that they are safe. May everyone who's watching this let go of the need to feel like they'll always be okay. May everyone who's watching this let go of the notion of always and the notion of never. May everyone who's watching this know that it's okay not to know. May everyone sit with their uncertainty, befriend their uncertainty, and may all people, with no exception, become comfortable with the discomfort of not having all of the answers. And with that, we thank our ancestors, we thank the creators of the universe, and we thank the teachers in each of us, because we have all the answers inside ourselves. Okay, I love you. Be well. See you soon.